Factoring difference of two squares. Let's first simplify a plus b times a minus b. For that, we have to remove the bracket. A times a minus b plus b times a minus b. Again, let's remove the bracket. A times a is a square. A times minus b is minus ab. B times a, ba, that is same as ab. B times minus b square. Now you see, minus ab plus ab, they cancel out. So a plus b times a minus b is a square minus b square. What are we going to learn? We are trying to factor difference of two squares. Difference minus of two squares. Something square minus something square. So let's place a here. Let's place b here. So a square minus b square. That is what? That is a plus b times a minus b. Whenever you have two quantities and there is a negative sign in between them, you can try to factor using difference of two squares. It's also called as difference of two perfect squares because we usually use it for finding the factors for difference of two perfect squares. Let's see some examples. A plus b, a square minus b square is equal to a plus b times a minus b. So this is our formula for finding difference of two squares. Let's do some example questions. First one, very easy one, x square minus 25. You see, let's compare with the formula. So here a square is x square. So we can, so a square is equal to x square. So a is equal to root of x square, that is x. Here b square is equal to 25. So b is equal to root of 25, that is 5. Now let's just plug in this formula, that is a plus b. Always a comes first in the bracket. So a is what? X plus b plus 5 times a minus b. A is x minus 5. You see, these are the factors of x square minus 25. X plus 5 and x minus 5. Let's see more examples. Next one, x square minus 49, same as the previous one. Here a square is x square, so a is equal to root of x square, that is x. B square is 49, so b is equal to root of 49, that is 7. So a plus b times a minus b is x plus 7 times x minus 7. Very easy, right? Let's try to solve more problems. Next one, 4x square minus 25. Here you see a square is 4x square. So a is root of 4x square. How much is root of 4x square? Root of 4 we know 2. Root of x square is x. So our a is 2x. B square is 25. So b is root of 25. That is 5. So 4 square minus 25 is equal to 2x plus 5 times 2x minus 5. Let's see the next one. Our third question. Sorry, our fourth question. 2x square minus 50. You see, here something is common. Before factorizing, we have to always take the greatest common factor out. So here 2 is the greatest common factor. 50 is 2 times 25. So we can take 2 out. So this becomes 2 times x square minus 25. This part we know we can apply difference of two squares. A square is x square, so a is x. B square is 25, so b is 5. So we can write it as x plus 5 times x minus 5. And don't forget to put the 2. So 2x square minus 50 can be factorized as 2 times x plus 5 times x minus 5. Let's see another one. That is our fifth question. 9x square minus 25y square. Here you see a square is 9x square. So a is equal to root of 9x square. Root of 9x square is how much? Root of 9 is 3. Root of x square is x. So a is 3x. Now you see b square is 25y square. So b is root of 25y square. Root of 25 is 5. Root of y square is y. So b is 5y. So 9x square minus 25y square can be factorized as 3x plus 5y times 3x minus 5y. Very easy, right? Now we will try our sixth question. X cube minus 64x. As I have told you, here we have a common factor, that is x. We have to always take out the greatest common factor before trying to factorize. So we can take x out. X times remaining here x square. Remaining here minus 64. X times x square minus 64. X square minus 64 we can factorize with difference of two squares. So x square minus 64, a is x square, a square is x square, so a is x. B square is 64, so b is 8. X plus 8 times x minus 8. And don't forget to put this x here. So x cube minus 64x. The factors are x, x plus 8 and x minus 8. Now let's see the next question. Seventh one. 4x square minus 64. Here we can see we have a common factor, that is 4. So before trying to factorize, take the 4 out. So 4 times x square, when you take 4 out from 64, 16 will be remaining. 4 times x square minus 16. See, x square minus 16, what is a here? A square is x square, so a is x. B square is 16, so b is square root of 16, that is 4. So this we can write as x plus 4 times x minus 4 and keep this 4 here. So the factors of 4x square minus 64 are 4x plus 4, x minus 4. Let's try another question. Our 8th question, 36 y to the power 4 minus 100. So here you see a square is 36 y to the power 4. So a is equal to square root of 36 y to the power 4. What is square root of 36? That we know, 6. Square root of y to the power 4 is y square, right? Y to the power 4 is, we know, y to the power 4 is equal to y square the whole square according to the power law in indices. So this will be 6, a will be 6y square. What's b here? B is equal to square root of 100. Square root of 100 is 10. So we can write it as 6y square plus 10 times 6y square minus 10. Easy, right? Now let's see next one. Ninth one, 100 x to the power 7 minus 25 x cube. You can see some common factors here, right? 100 is 25 times 4. So definitely 25 is a common factor. Then you see x to the power 7. According to multiplication law in indices, x to the power 7 is x to the power 4 times x cube. Remember, right? X to the power 4 times x cube is x to the power 4 plus 3. That is x to the power 7. So let's rewrite it. 25 times 4 times x to the power 7 is x to the power 4 times x cube minus 25 x cube. See what's common here? Here we have a 25, here we have an x cube, here also we have a 25 x cube. So these are common. We can take it out. 25 x cube take out. What's remaining? Here it is a 4x to the power 4. What about here? We have taken 25x cube means 25x cube times 1 is 25x cube. So what's remaining there? A minus 1. See, 25x cube times 1 is 25x cube. So when you take 25x cube out, the remaining term there is 1. So 25x cube times 4x to the power 4 minus 1. See this part. That is difference between two perfect squares. So here we can see a square is 4x to the power 4. So a is 2 root of 4x to the power 4. That is square root of 4 is 2. Square root of x to the power 4 is x square. So a is 2x square. B is square root of 1. That is 1 itself. So this part we can write as 2x square plus 1 times 2x square minus 1. And we have already a 25x cube there. Don't forget to put it. So 100x to the power 7 minus 25x cube. When we find the factors, it will be 25x cube, 2x square plus 1 and 2x square minus 1. It's easy, right? Yes, it is. Now we will try another question. Question number 10. 25 x square y square minus 49. Here you can see a square is 25 x square y square. So a is equal to root of 25 x square y square. How much it is? Root of 25 is 5. Root of x square is x. Root of y square is y. So a is equal to 5xy. B square is 49. So b is equal to square root of 49, that is 7. So we can write it as difference of two squares. When we write the factors, it will be a plus b, 5xy plus 7 times 5xy minus 7. Easy, right? Then we will try the next one, our 11th question. X plus 4 the whole square minus 121. See here, a square is x plus 4 the whole square. So a is what? Square root of x plus 4 the whole square. Square root of x plus 4 the whole square, definitely root and square will be cancelling out. That will be x plus 4. B is square root of 121, that is 11. So x plus 4 the whole square minus 121 will be x plus 4, that is our a, plus b, plus 11. See, a plus b, x plus 4 plus 11 times a minus b, x plus 4 minus 11. You can further simplify it, right? So x plus 4 plus 11. 11 plus 4 is 15. So x plus 15 times 4 minus 11 minus 7. X minus 7. You see, the factors of x plus 4 the whole square minus 121 is x plus 15 times x minus 7. X plus 15 and x minus 7. Let's try another problem. Question number 12. X to the power 8 minus 16 y to the power 32. Compare with the original one. You see, a square is x to the power 8. So what will be a? A will be square root of x to the power 8. You see, x to the power 8 can be written as x to the power 4 times 2, right? Because 4 times 2 is 8, we know. Now using power law in indices, we know a to the power m all to the power n is a to the power m times n. We can apply that here. So x to the power 8 becomes x to the power 4 the whole square. Now you see here, our a square is equal to x to the power 4 the whole square. So how much is a? A is equal to square root of x to the power 4 the whole square. So root and square cancel out. A is x to the power 4. Now what's our b square? B square is 16 y to the power 32. So b is what? Square root of 16 y to the power 32. Now see, square root of 16 is 4, we know. What is the square root of y to the power 32? Let's try to rewrite y to the power 32. So y to the power 32 is y to the power 16 times 2. Because 16 times 2 is 32. Just like here, we can apply what? The power law in indices. So this one we can write as y to the power 16 the whole square. See, this is our, so b will be root of 16 y to the power 16 the whole square. So root of 16 is 4. This square and root will be cancelled out. So root of y to the power 16 the whole square will be y to the power 16 only. So you got a and b. How much is a? A is here x to the power 4. B is here 4y to the power 16. So x to the power 8 minus 16 y to the power 32 is equal to x to the power 4 a plus b plus 4y to the power 16 times x to the power 4 minus 4y to the power 16. We have done a lot, right? A lot of work. But did we factorize completely? I don't think we have factorized it completely. This one you can see. This is sum of two squares, x to the power 4 plus 4y to the power 16. We cannot further factorize it. But this one you see, x to the power 4 minus 4y to the power 16. That is again difference of two squares. We can again factorize it. That part has multiple layers. So let's try the remaining part. So we have simplified it. X to the power 18 minus 6y cube is equal to x to the power 4 plus 4y to the power 16 times x to the power 4 minus 4y to the power 16. That's what we got from here. We can further simplify it. This part, this is sum of two squares. Always remember, we cannot factorize sum of two squares further because that is, we can call it as prime, the most factorized form. Now this is difference of two squares. We can try again factorizing this one. So here you see, for this part, x to the power 4 minus 4y to the power 16. A square is x to the power 4, so a is equal to x square. B square is 4y to the power 16. So b is what? Square root of 4y to the power 16. Square root of 4 is 2, you know. Y to the power 16, we know we can write it as y to the power 8 times 2, since 16 is 8 times 2. Using power law in indices, we can write it as y to the power 8 the whole square. So b is equal to square root of 4 y to the power 8 the whole square. So square root of 4 is 2. Square root of y to the power 8 the whole square is, this square and this root cancel out. That is 2y to the power 8. So here a is x square, b is 2y to the power 8. We can write it as a plus b. You see the formula, x square plus 2y to the power 8 times x square minus 2y to the power 8. See, we have simplified it completely. This part we cannot simplify further because that is sum of two squares. This part is difference of two squares. So we have simplified it further, and we have now completely simplified. This one, you see, this is not difference of two perfect squares. X square is a perfect square, but 2y to the power 8 is not a perfect square because 2 is not a perfect square, so we cannot further simplify it. So we can rewrite it using the final answer we got. X to the power 8 minus 16y cube is x to the power 4 plus 4y to the power 16 times, when we simplified it we got it as x square plus 2y to the power 8 times x square minus 2y to the power 8. This is one of the hardest kinds of problems coming in this area. So we can wind up. I'll give you the homeworks. Factorize completely. Homework. Question number 1. X to the power 4 minus 81. Second, 49 x to the power 4 minus 81 y to the power 4. Third one, 9x square minus 49. Fourth one, 36 y to the power 4 minus 100. Fifth one, 50x cube minus 98x. Sixth one, 16a square minus 4a square. Seventh one, x plus 2 the whole square minus 25. Eighth, 16x to the power 4 minus 81. Ninth one, x to the power 10 minus 16. 10th, 9y to the power 4 minus 100. 11, 3x square minus 27. 12, 18x square minus 8y square. And 13, x to the power 4 minus 81. 14, 25x square minus 36y square. All the best with the homework.